Get out. Get it out of here!
Well. Well, I have something here, Harry. It's showtime! I love this stuff.
No, that's a trick. That's some kind of special effects.
It's on record. I'm going to save this stuff.
Welcome one and all to another episode of the Good Improv Show, happening live right now, happening later on gradio.ca.
Which, as it happens, live or not, is the best station in all of YEG Edmonton.
That's true.
And beyond.
Everywhere you could go. Today we're going to be putting on a show for you without our friend Justin.
Yep.
Unfortunately, as you know, is dead.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a little graphic I can pull up of him whenever I need to.
Yep, Justin is dead. He was foaming at the mouth. He passed away very suddenly, slowly.
Bye, buddy.
We miss him.
Bye. Justin, goodbye. I know I said goodbye to you several times on this show, but this time I think it might be for keeps.
You're saying goodbye, I'm saying bye-bye. So that's a goodbye and a bye-bye.
Bye, Justin.
But hello to everyone watching this show. We don't want to bring the mood down. Don't want to make it dour. Fun time, a little comedy.
Yeah. Even though our cameras are a little choppy today, I see.
They choppy like the choppy seas.
They're very choppy like the choppy seas. I could fix that, but we could just do the show with the chop and see what the chop looks like.
Ric Flair rolled with the chop. He
Ric
did
Flair
very
didn't
well.
Chop and do very well. Well, you know what? Darn it, we're putting our chop where our chop is. So let's read those suggestions. 379, 55, 289, DC year by year. Yet another show of this, long past the point of being past the point.
We'll start with 379.
Boom.
Which I see again, I've gone beyond
Excellent work, Jordan. Fantastic.
the scope of the book.
There's a graphic in the back there. Hold on, there's a pocket. There's a hidden pocket, a hidden sleeve in the back.
You're right. Here it is. It's page 379. What are the chances of this? Great Scott.
What is that?
The picture of a lady, a harlequin lady,
Wow.
Harley Quinn, which I don't know if that's a first name, last name, or if that's a double first name, like Harley
Right.
Quinn.
What's she holding there?
Large hammer.
Large hammer.
Got a cell phone there too. She's winking at it.
Oh. Cell phone?
Yes.
You okay there? You're losing your grip.
The book almost slipped.
Book overpowered you.
It overpowered me. She looks like she's standing on top of a statue.
All right, well, quit being mesmerized by the graphic here, and let's get on with
I'm
this.
studying it. I'm studying it for inspiration. All right, we all see it. Good.
Let's get down to comedy.
You have been doing great as Joker's sidekick. And I think I've been doing pretty great as the Riddler's sidekick.
Okay.
And here at the League of Sidekicks, I think it's important that we sidekicks finally take the shine. We're the ones doing all the work, let's be real.
Okay.
I'm out there setting up riddles for the Riddler. He's taking all the credit. But
You do the riddles?
I don't do the riddles. I put the riddles inside the box.
Oh.
I tighten the box, the screws on the box.
I see.
I install the light bulbs for the question marks.
Right.
There's a lot of that to be done.
Yeah.
Never seen the Riddler climb a ladder. Yeah, he's doing all this writing,
Well,
but
I mean, the riddles are pretty good, though. You got to give the riddles some credit there.
some credit. But the way they're installed really is, you know.
And most people don't even think about it past the time that Batman just goes, pew, single batarang, knocks it all out, and that's about the end of it.
That's part of the most frustrating part is it takes so much time to set up these elaborate contraptions that go with these riddles, which are, I don't know, they're all right. Grade
Right.
school level.
Working for Joker is great. I got to tell you that.
Yeah?
Because like I'm setting up bombs that are killing 10, 20 people at a time, easy. So it's really worth it. You really feel the reward of your work. You know, it isn't Batman can't just come in and like, you throw a batarang and a murder. What's he gonna do about that, right?
Right.
All you can do is beat up the Joker.
He doesn't occasionally stop one of those bombs that you spent all that time working on?
Sure, I mean every now and again, but the ratio of bombs going off to bombs getting stopped by Batman it's really worth it.
The only time the Riddler bombs is when one of these riddles is like an unfunny joke.
Right. Well, you should never write the riddle as a joke. You should write it as a pure riddle. I'm really into riddles myself. I tried to be a Riddler henchman, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, big time. I thought, man, the Riddler, like the most devious mind in all of Gotham. The riddles he comes up with, something to really write home.
I don't know. He's one of those writers, you know. He's a little bit irritating.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what's really irritating is the Joker himself.
Really?
He's always laughing all the time and everything.
Constantly, I bet.
Constantly. You like walk in, you're just like, hey boss, I need to, he starts laughing. And you're like, no, seriously boss, I need to report that. And you're trying to tell him that, you know, like one of his men was gunned down and he needs to replace his men and, you know, move his product. And you know how all the businesses he's got going on.
He's laughing and laughing.
He's just laughing, just laughing maniacally.
Wow. He never gets tired of that, eh?
No, he loves it. He loves it. Sometimes he'll walk in there, he'll point a gun at you. And he'll shoot it and it'll go bang.
That's kind of a funny joke.
That's kind of funny, right? But you get used to it after a while. So he's doing it again and again and again. It's just like,
Right.
okay, I get it. It's a toy gun. Okay, enough.
Yeah, see, it would be
Enough.
nice. Him and the Riddler should get together because then the Joker could update his jokes a little bit, and the Riddler could maybe find some humor in some of these riddles that, quite frankly, are not very funny. They're just very cryptic. They're very cryptic.
Very
Some of them
cryptic,
involve
yeah.
math.
Yeah.
Some of them involve math.
Really gotta respect that Riddler.
And some of them get deep and philosophical, like
Right.
Aristotle.
He's
And
got such a wide knowledge base to draw from.
yes, often they're about ancient
Incredible.
Greece, Socrates.
I know. He's just an incredible man.
He writes with such depth, too.
I know why he didn't choose me to be his henchman.
You could ask him.
Aren't you doing that job? Wouldn't you be upset?
Well, he's always hiring. You know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sure. There's an endless supply of henchmen. We're not in limited supply. There's henchmen everywhere.
I gotta think about this, because I do like the killing that being the Joker henchman brings, but
Right. You probably get pretty good benefits working for the Joker, though.
sure do.
Right? Unlimited cream pies, I imagine.
Tons of pie. Often he'll call us in and say, hey, boys, we just robbed a bank. Look at this huge stack of money we got. And we're all like, yeah, celebrating, you know, thinking, oh, great, I can finally pay off some loans. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Pay
help
for
my-
your child's medicine.
Yeah, exactly. All that kind of stuff you need to do. It's a normal day-to-day sort of thing.
Important stuff. Stuff that everybody is understanding of, because we all sort of share that human experience.
Exactly. So what he'll do is he'll take a cigar, and like he's going to hand you the cigar, because, you know, you're a millionaire now just like him.
And you would love to celebrate by smoking one of those fine cigars.
And boom, he'll throw it right into the money and ignite the entire pile of money just right
What?
in front of you. Yeah. Happens routinely. Routinely.
That makes no sense.
I know. We lose a bunch of men doing a bank heist. Next thing you know, he's lighting all the profits on fire.
Oh, no, wait, I get it.
Hey,
It's
well, Jordan,
because-
I'm sorry. I have to pause the broadcast. Jordan, you're receiving a phone call from someone called Likely Fraud. And I'd like to see what that is all about.
Okay. Well, I don't want to answer it because it's likely fraud. What if that leads to me getting frauded?
That would have been great.
To have that on the show?
Yeah. To see Jordan get defrauded live. Wouldn't you love that? Write that in the comments if you'd like to see Jordan be defrauded live.
Well, now I've missed the call, and now
Call back.
I'm not going to call likely fraud back. What if they con me? What if they convince me? What if they tell me that it's my parents and they're so convincing that I
Your
get
parents are in
defrauded?
trouble?
They could be.
I better give some money.
That's the first thing I would do. Actually, the first thing I would do is take the money to them, and then I'd probably light a cigar and light it on fire. Because that's a pretty good joke, because, you know, money's meaningless and all that.
Likely fraud. You have some?
Well, I guess so.
Okay.
I mean,
Please.
here's the thing.
Up to you.
Here's the thing. I've never negotiated anybody down from a ledge before.
Okay.
And we're here, we're cops, and there's someone up there on that statue,
Yeah.
And they might jump.
Sure.
They might jump. Or they might just be trying to attract a crowd.
Hard to say these days. Hard to say these days.
I think that what we should do, probably, is nothing.
I understand. A reverse psychology sort of negotiation.
Yes.
Where instead of talking them down, we kind of ignore them down.
Precisely. And I think we should apply this not just to this crime, we can call it a crime, but to the other things that we deal with as police.
Okay, I'm listening.
And I think by doing nothing, we can be more efficient than by doing anything.
Hey, I can see the budget ramifications of this. The amount we'll spend on bullets will drastically go down.
Certainly will. The amount of physical exertion from chasing criminals, much lower, because we won't be chasing them.
Never mind laundering your police uniform when you get those pit stains from chasing all those criminals.
The budget that will save on gasoline for the patrol cars.
Wow.
The environmental impact that will save on the gasoline.
Yeah, it's going to be huge, isn't it?
The amount of trees we'll be saving with the lack of paperwork.
Wow. We do a lot of paperwork.
We do. An excessive amount.
It's a huge amount of our job.
Sometimes we do paperwork about the paperwork.
It's crazy.
It really is.
I've always thought it made no sense.
Writing tickets is paperwork. I'm doing that now.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
At least I was doing that. Now I'm going to do nothing.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so is there a level of crime that we should intervene at, or is it just all free for all?
Free for all. I don't think we should do a damn thing.
Okay. Okay, well, let's just try it out. We cut to, like, 2 weeks later. You know, I gotta say, I'm liking this new system. But I am at least mildly disappointed that society didn't immediately descend into chaos.
Yeah. It seems not much has changed.
Yeah, it seems it's pretty similar.
Right. But we are saving all that money.
Yeah, sure. Heard there's gonna be layoffs, though.
Yep. Yeah, they're reducing the force down to one police officer.
Yeah. Take calls and say, I'm sorry, we don't really do anything anymore.
Well, I hope it's you. You're the better officer.
No, come on.
No, seriously.
No, that's not true.
I'm
Would
serious.
you tell the chief?
Yeah, I'll tell the chief.
Okay, I'll tell the chief too.
Okay.
Okay. We cut to next week. So, Gordon, I know you got the job, but I'm here to ask: is there anything happening back there that I should know about, or
Nothing at all. There's
Nothing?
absolutely nothing
Just
happening anywhere. Nowhere at all.
no officers hanging out in the back, or
None. Nope. City definitely did not hire them all back when the massive crime spike occurred. And things went into complete violent chaos there
right?
for a few minutes.
Well, 48 hours of solid violence. I guess you could be called a few minutes.
Yes. That is how they're choosing to describe it.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll be on my way.
All right. Good day.
And then instantly killed on the way out. Okay, the boss has got some crazy ideas here. Watching that, I don't know, superhero junk, or whatever you call it. And there's this one character on there, a harlequin or something like that. Boss on the job site says he wants us all to start using these big giant hammers like this lady does on this show. Do all our carpentry work.
Yeah, these are way oversized.
Too huge.
A normal hammer you can wield. But these, what are we supposed to do with these?
I don't understand these. And the work boots with the giant stiletto heels on them now.
That's right, I'm way off balance. I'm used to a nice steel toe.
Steel toe, flat on the ground. Boom. No heels.
And how is black and red and white and wearing all this makeup more safe than wearing one of those vests with the flash
Well,
stuff
exactly.
on it?
It's still a vest, but I mean, it's a little tight, don't you think?
It's a little tight. Like a safety hazard.
Seems like a big safety hazard.
But how come we see the boss now, we have to call him Mr. J?
I don't know. We have to say it like you just said it there, too, with that weird accent.
Yeah, it's strange.
Weird. I don't like it.
I don't like it
I used
either.
to come to work, I could just hammer the nails in. That was my day. I knew what I was getting into.
Now people see a man off to do some carpentry work, and they mock him.
Yeah.
They wolf whistle at us.
That's right, all the time. Never ending.
That part's not so bad, though.
I kind of like it. It's fine, but still. I bent down to tie my shoe the other day. Wolf whistle.
Yeah. And who puts laces on a high-heeled shoe?
I know, it's ridiculous. They're still kind of half work boots.
Yeah, they have to be for safety
For
purposes.
safety purposes. Still got the steel toe.
At least we got a good pension, though.
Good pension for sure. As long as you can do 60 years of this, you're good to go.
You're set for life.
Set for life. Time for another page?
Sure, I think it is.
Let's pull page 55.
Let's pull page 55. 147. I've gone way too far.
Way too far. Triple the distance.
Here it is. Oh, this is rich.
Here we go.
Rich with content.
1948 Blinky.
Yeah, here. Why don't you
Doesn't
do
see
this?
Blinky. Okay. Page 55. The boy cartoonist grows up. Scribbly, number 1. Scribbly Gibbet, the boy cartoonist, written and drawn by Sheldon Mayer, received his own title in 1948 after years of appearances in All American Comics and Comic Cavalcade. Scribbly was the beneficiary of a teen comics boom that saw the launch of Leave It to Binky.
We cut to Sheldon's room. Sheldon, son. This scribbly giblet stuff. Are you drawing pornography, son?
No. It's a comic book.
I want you to grow up to work in a trade.
Okay.
I want you to stop this foolish comic book nonsense.
Oh.
And I want you to work in a trade, and that trade is drawing pornography, son.
Oh my god.
I don't want you drawing comics.
Dad.
I don't want you drawing some sort of animated cartoon characters. I want you drawing something that's worth something in this country that we call America.
Pornography?
Yes.
Fine.
That is the new gold rush, son.
Fine.
It's important. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for doing this important work. It's what JFK would have done
Okay. I know. You keep saying that.
after he had had his successful presidency and he was really turning America around.
Yeah.
He was just
Well-
about to announce it before they shot him.
I know. In the world that he would have happened were he to have lived.
We lost the steel factories. We lost a lot of manufacturing.
I know.
We haven't lost this. This
I
is
know.
American.
Pornography is made worldwide, Dad. I looked it up.
But the best stuff is made in the good old US of A.
A lot of people like the Asian stuff. I only see.
I don't want you watching it. I just want you drawing it.
I know. I'm
You're
just,
forbidden from watching
I'm
it.
just saying.
Don't be
I
sick.
heard.
You heard. You
I
shouldn't be
heard
watching
from
such
friends.
things.
I heard from friends.
I don't want you hanging out with these friends anymore.
They all died.
Good. All right, son. Well, I've gotten you some pencils and some
Okay.
paper.
Well, I'm getting some reference material here, right? That's how most artists draw.
Just use your imagination. Whatever
Well, I can't
you
use
think.
my imagination. I think all I can see is like dragons in there.
What?
Well, you know, all kinds of like dragons and stuff in there. Vikings.
All right. Well, here's $1.
Okay.
Go buy a substantial amount.
Of pornography?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I will. I
All right.
will.
Good. We cut to a week later. He comes back with just like a lady's leg drawn. That's all he
Yes.
could afford. I think it's probably the most erotic thing that's been drawn.
Okay. Well, what about funding the rest of it then?
I think that's enough. I think we sell that.
Just the leg?
Just the leg gets me going.
It's only the one leg.
Yeah.
Possible you're like a demented pervert, isn't
Well,
it?
that's just like your mother had.
Well, I mean, my mom had 2 legs though, right? Not
At
just
one
the
point.
one.
At one point she had two. She had one after I met her.
You had one after you met her.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, fair enough. Well, let's try to sell it then.
All right. Well, try to sell it. Sell it to this publisher I just heard. They're just coming out. They're called DC Comics.
Okay, I'll try.
All right.
I'll try.
And don't you be sending your scribbly giblets in place of this.
I won't. Don't worry. Wink, wink. And then we cut to the meeting. So I don't know how those ended up in there. Wow, what a mistake that was.
Well, we love these.
You do.
We love these. What is this you call this?
Scribbly giblets.
Scribbly giblets. We want to turn this into a major publication. So,
Really?
yes.
Really?
Could be bigger than. Have you heard of Batman?
No, I'm not familiar with that. That's something
It
I
could
should
be
know?
bigger than that. That is something you should know.
Oh, okay. I mostly know pornography.
What?
My father, he kind of instilled in me deep knowledge and respect for pornography.
Weird.
Was it? Does not every child grow up that way?
No.
Kind of.
Well, 55% of them do, I guess.
I see. Okay. Okay. I guess I'm just one of those unlucky 55%.
Yes, you are. But we like your comic work.
Okay.
As long as you don't, draw any of that hardcore stuff that's in your mind in here.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. I can live with it.
Good. This is DC. We're a serious publication.
I know. I know.
Very serious. We're going to be the next big thing.
I believe it. That's why I'm hitching my wagon to DC.
We've got a guy named Bob Kane.
Never letting go.
Ever heard of him?
No, never.
Well, you will one day.
Really?
Yep.
Will it be long after I've passed away?
How could you have heard someone
Just
after you passed away?
put it on my headstone later on. They'll amend it. Never heard of Bob Kane. Put it on the headstone.
Maybe.
Beloved father, Never
I guess if
on
you
the-
died tomorrow, then yeah.
Right.
Right.
That'd happen. This is this Bob Kane guy anyway.
He draws stuff.
Does he draw better than my scribbly giblets? Huh? What about that?
Maybe a little, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just take the scribbly giblets somewhere else.
Fine.
Fine, good. We cut to Marvel. There it is. Scribbly giblets. Published by somebody who published something called The Batman. You ever heard of that?
Oh, never heard of that.
Yeah, no,
Well-
I hadn't heard of it either.
Marvel's not doing comics anymore, kid.
What?
We're putting everything behind hardcore pornography.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, can I show you a little something then? I have a picture of this leg that I drew.
Lady's leg.
Just a single leg.
What's that? That's not pornography. That's
What
just,
do you mean?
That's just a bit of a leg.
No, that can't be right. My dad would stand for hours and just masturbate to that thing until his penis was red and raw.
Well, he must be some sort of deviant.
Really?
Some sort of demented person.
Darn it. I did call him a pervert before I left home, too. Darn it. Okay, well, what else can I do? I can't really do much else than that. I got the scribbly gibbet stuff. I got the single leg I can draw.
Well, we can't do anything with this. This is no good for us.
Oh, didn't have to rip it up. I can't, I have to reproduce that now.
Oh, those were originals?
Yeah, those were originals. They were originals, so that's fine. Okay, we cut back to DC.
I mean, they are ripped.
Yeah, no, I know.
They're pretty ripped up. Why would you rip?
I worked for this company for years. You know who I am, okay? We had that big fight before I left, remember?
Okay.
Remember? And I said I'd get out of here, and you were like, fine. And I said, fine. And then,
Right. Right.
I'm here to say, here's the scribbly giblets. You can have it back.
I don't know if we want it now.
Well, what do you want now?
Well, it's in quite a condition.
Draw new ones.
Didn't just find this in a dumpster because this looks like something that somebody just ripped up and tossed away.
I threw it in the dumpster for a minute thinking, no, this is too ripped up. And then I'm like, no, I better keep it just in case. Yeah, it wasn't a dumpster, briefly.
All right. Well, we can still use it.
Okay, good. Whew. That's good.
That is good.
That's the legend of Scribbly Giblets. Okay, so I'm ready to pitch my next. Here it is, the handwritten manuscript. And he opens it up, and it's just like it's just scribbled in the inside, all pages.
Scribbles on the inside on all pages.
Yes, that's right. That's correct. Some text there, some of the rich detail.
No, this doesn't appear to be written in English.
No, of course it is.
It just looks like a bunch of scribbles. This is the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah, the whole thing. They're
Why?
all uniquely hand scribbled.
Why did you abandon words? Why did you go for this? This can be interpreted?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Anything can be interpreted,
Okay.
right?
I guess there's a lot of like a lot of O's.
No, not really. I wasn't really thinking that.
Oh.
And everybody kind of sees their own vision when they see the scribbles. I just thought words are pretty tough, you know? All the flourish that they give in regular writing, you know, like...
Your last book was written so brilliantly.
Well, I know, it was tough. A lot of it was going through the thesaurus, word by word, trying to figure out better words to put it. You see, I can't even talk anymore. I used up all the words.
And this is just scribbles. This isn't even coherent.
Right. Well, that's okay. I mean, that's not totally incoherent, right?
I would say
You
it's
can
totally...
tell it's produced by man, right? Like, you know, it's not a beast that made it.
Yeah, you handed it to me.
Right, so you
That's-
know for sure.
That's how I know.
Right. The
It does say written by and then your
A
name.
publishing house would never put out something written by a beast.
Actually, you'd be surprised. We have published some books that were written by literal beasts. But people pay good money for ghostwriting these days.
I guess that's true.
So,
I guess that's fair. As long as it's published under a human name.
yeah. Well, your last book had sort of a plot
Yeah.
and characters
Correct.
and locations. And this just seems to be a bunch of scribbles.
Yeah, do you know how difficult it is to come up with locations, characters, plots, all that stuff? Okay, so number one, you want to start with the character. So you got to think of a person that doesn't even exist. Can you even do that? I can't. I don't know about you.
I don't have that skill.
Very bizarre. Very bizarre thing to think about. Something that doesn't exist? Why are we wasting our time here?
Why does it exist at all if it doesn't exist?
Right, exactly.
How can it?
How can it? That's the struggle I was going through when I was writing my first book there.
And you use paragraphs and sentences
Yes.
and punctuation.
All punctuation was used, yes.
There's none left.
Just, I don't want to use it anymore. It's too much. It's too much. This book took me, I don't know, probably like 30, 45 minutes to produce.
Well, the other one took you years.
Yeah, I know. I was sitting there secluded in a room just like, God, what am I going to do? Every day, staring at the empty page, wondering what to do.
Why don't you just take a more number of years to write another book?
No, that's the wrong way to go. I can produce one of these every 15, 30 minutes.
Well, we did sign a 10-book contract with you.
Right.
So I'm going to publish this.
Okay.
But I can't imagine it's going to sell very
Well,
well.
come on, it'll sell fine. And then I have 9 more of those waiting in the wings. You know how much people love sequels?
We cut to Regis and Kathy Lee, and you're on.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Thank you,
Best
Regis.
selling.
Thank you, Regis.
Best selling. Incredible.
Yep. It's a good time to be alive, for sure.
And you abandoned words.
That's right.
Wow. Incredible.
It is, isn't it?
Just incredible. This goes on for another 10 minutes of Regis saying incredible for 10 minutes.
Did you have a question, or?
No!
Okay.
I just want to say how incredible it is.
Hey, well, I just want to just give one more shout out to myself for this book. Here, you can see it.
How incredible.
We cut to back to the publishing house again. Okay, so see, told you it would do okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On to book 3.
Yeah, book 3 now. Book 3. Really save time. Hold on, I'm getting the call.
Oh.
He's what?
Be careful. That was likely fraud.
Bill.
I got a call the other day about my parents.
Really?
Yes.
What'd they say?
It said they wanted a bunch of money.
Oh.
And then I went to a place, and there was 2 people who were not my parents, and they had a bunch of money, and they were smoking a cigar, and they went to go kind of like hand it to me.
Yeah.
But then they threw the cigar on the money, and it all burned
Why
up.
would they do that?
It was fraud. It was my money. They frauded me.
Wow, that's crazy.
Said they needed cash. I brought the cash. They said to stack it up in a pile. They soaked it with gasoline.
They soaked it with
I thought that
gasoline?
bit was kind of weird.
Like, oh, I wonder why they're doing this.
But my parents are a little wacky.
Sure, I
so-
get it. I get it.
Where?
Yeah. Well, what I was just told was that Stephen King is writing a scribble book of his own.
What?
Yes,
He thinks he can outbest you?
I think he does think that.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello. He what? No.
Parents again?
No,
Oh.
it was just one of my parents, my mom.
Oh.
Said she just got a call from George R.R. Martin, and his next book is going to be Scribbles too.
What?
And she wants me to bring a bunch of money to the airport.
Wow, hold on. Oh. Okay. Wrong number.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. Gordon, I think it's time we just pull off the band-aid. Okay? No more. No more. You cannot keep attending the preschool. There. It's done.
But it is where I am comfortable.
I understand that.
I know everyone.
I know.
My best friends are there.
I know that.
My favorite things are there.
I understand. Just you've developed long past the level that you need to be in preschool. I know it's fun. We'd all love to be able to finger paint all day. Okay, I get it. But enough is enough.
Is it though?
Yes.
I have more to learn. I'm a lifelong student. Socrates didn't stop learning.
That's true. That's true. But again, see, you're talking about Socrates. That's not a preschool level, right?
Right.
You see where I'm coming from here? You have to advance through grades. I know you just have to. I know your parents have consented up to this point, but you're like 15, and it's time to move on from preschool,
But
okay?
I haven't mastered crafts yet. My bead necklaces are not what they could be. I can do better. And the glue, when I glue these sticks together, popsicle sticks, and I make these little houses, or
Yes, we've seen your houses.
they're not quite there yet. I want to get them to where I'm happy with them. Not where they're just done. I want to make them how they should be.
You have satisfactorily completed preschool, okay? You can move up. You can move on to grade 1.
I haven't mastered glitter.
Glitter cannot be mastered. It
That's
goes
what
everywhere.
people say, but if you spend enough time in preschool, you can master it. I believe that.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now. The amount of glitter you use in preschool is not an accurate representation of the amount of glitter you're going to be using through the rest of your school life, okay?
Oh, like Pythagoras' theorem?
But, well, not exactly. Not exactly, but again, that's not preschool either.
Or isometric angles on triangles. If you get A and B, then you know the length of C.
That's right. Well, that's true, yes. But again, you're moving way past the preschool level here. We think you can probably challenge the 6th or 7th grade.
How can I skip to 6 or 7?
We can put you in high school, probably.
I have to do them sequentially, and I have not yet mastered this one. You're telling me I gotta move on. Have you seen my paper airplanes?
Yes. They trounce the other kids. They start crying every time you beat them.
But they're not as good as they could be if I really took my time with it and mastered that. I want to be good at what I do.
I understand that. Again, preschool is not how it works, okay?
It takes time, so I got a few gray hairs. I mean, whatever.
It's just busy work for kids. That's all it is.
Is it though, or is it life? Is
No.
it everything that life is about is right here?
The
in
rest of school is much different from this.
nap times and
There's no nap time in the rest of school, okay?
what?
Once you get out of here, nap time disappears.
Then school is a failure. School is a failure if they have abandoned nap time and juice boxes.
Boxes are still a go. We'll go on a juice box.
That's good. It's gonna take an army to get me out of here.
What can we do for you? What do we need to teach you? Can we give you a tutor?
Maybe that would help.
Would
Yeah,
a tutor
mentor.
help? A school-sponsored mentor that
Yes.
could help you through this
That would
troubled
help.
time?
That would really help.
Okay.
Yeah.
We cut to Jordan's house. Hello, Jordan? Parents let me in, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I am 40 years old. Preschool. 8 years. Here to tell you that I have mastered glitter.
You have?
Yes.
They told me it couldn't be done.
They told me to tell you that it couldn't be done, but I just can't in all good conscience say that because I think I finally did it.
I knew it.
I think I finally did it this year.
Awesome. You do have a bit of glitter on your face.
What?
Just a little
No,
smidge.
no. That- Thought I'd.
You know what? We can do this together. Maybe another 38 years it'll take us, but we can.
I'm already 38 years ahead of you, buddy.
Oh.
How? Like,
Oh,
what
you're
are you,
way
15?
ahead.
You're 15.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like 23 years ahead of you. You got 38 years to go. Then whatever else we determine it is that I have to do yet.
All right. Well, maybe they're right. I don't know. This is nuts.
Really thought I'd mastered it.
I was hoping that you had, but
I guess maybe it's true then. What they say is true. You can't master it. Yeah, I've wasted my entire life.
possible.
That's kind of a kick in the teeth, huh?
Yeah. Well, on to grade 1 then, hey?
Shoot. Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
See you there.
See you there. We cut to graduation 12 years later. Oh,
Really breezed through the rest of school, eh?
well, just kind of 1 year, one year up, 1 year down. Wasn't all that tough.
Yeah, rather than spending all that time on
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah, really kind of, once you get going, you can really wrap it up quick.
Yep, momentum. And then learning subjects that, you know, kind of layer on each other
Yeah.
and build up in such a way that
Yeah. At least you got started at 15 there.
you're old.
Kinda, yeah, I am, aren't I?
Yeah.
Kind of regret the 40-year start there.
Yeah.
Still, graduated though.
Yeah. Yeah, graduated.
It's pretty good. You going on to college?
I don't know. Maybe.
Sure.
I don't think so.
No, hey? I think I might. I've always wanted the college experience, you know? Get it while I'm young and... Ah, damn it, my back.
You're back.
Oh, yeah. Wife had me installing a sink, so I was stooped over all weekend.
Oh, gee, and it's time for your Lipitor. It's time for your pills.
Yeah, shoot, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, and like I said, get partying down, going to
Yeah.
get some student loans going on here. And
College man.
college man, you know? See what fraternity I decide to pledge for.
Well, they'll be lucky if they get you.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they'll have, give me one of those nicknames like the rappers got, like Young Jimmy or something like that.
Yeah. Because you're the fresh meat.
That's why the fresh guy, the new guy.
Yeah, fresh man.
New guy on campus. Yeah. Too bad glitter hasn't come up in the last 12 years. Huh?
At all.
Not even once.
Not even once.
Not even once. I was expecting at least once. Gotta say.
We cut to the news. A terrorist act has occurred. A glitter bomb has gone off during the Super Bowl.
Glitter as far as the eye can see.
Both teams are covered in it. All the fans in the stadium covered in it.
Partying on. They don't even seem to understand what has just befallen them.
Many lives have been destroyed this day.
Yes.
That glitter is never going to come out.
That's very true.
It's going to be embedded in them for life.
Some of these people will have glitter on their hair. Next day they come into work and people will ask, and it'll just be a grim reminder.
A lot of people are acting like this was the worst disaster to ever happen to a city.
Yeah.
Glitter as far as the eye can see.
Impact can only be known later on.
Yeah, maybe 10, 20, 30 years down the line.
Yeah. But for now, people seem to really be enjoying the extra fun.
Yeah, they're just carrying on watching the game as if nothing's occurred.
Yeah.
Once they get into their cars, though, they're going to look in that mirror. They're going to see the glitter everywhere.
Ah. Try to wipe it off. It won't come off.
Yeah, just smear.
It'll be on their hand.
Yeah. Get into the AC, then it really blows
Oh,
around.
that's terrible when that
Circulates.
happens. Yeah.
Well, couple was stabbed to death earlier today.
Oh, we're not covering those kind of stories anymore. We're just going to cover the glitter stuff from here on out.
Oh, we ignore that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Oh, to our final page.
Let's do it.
289.
It's time for 289. Do you have the book? Oh, it's right here. Between us.
I put it on the floor.
Between us. Betwixt. Between. What was it? 7-9? 289. Big Batman here. I don't know what page that.
Is it Batman or the Batman?
Batman. 89289.
Look at the Twin Towers over there.
Yeah, let's read that one. 9/11.
What?
September 11th, 2001. A story to remember. Following the terrorist attacks on America on September 11th, 2001, comic creators from all companies produced benefit books for the victims. DC Comics coordinated the launch of their title with Dark Horse Publishing to reach as many readers as possible. The full title of DC's book was 9/11, September 11th, 2001. The world's finest comic book writers and artists tell stories to remember. Volume 2. Dark Horse had published Volume 1. It brought together many of the company's top creators for an anthology of stories based on or around the events of 9/11.
Okay, let's cut to some stuff now. Superman, you're at this press conference today
Yes.
to answer some questions. A lot of us have questions, so I'll kind of be the representative for the journalistic pool here today.
Sure.
We're just curious why you didn't do anything whatsoever to help with 9/11 there.
I spent a lot of time saving the lives of the people of this city. And occasionally, I have to get things done. I have to do my dishes.
Sure.
I have to take out my garbage. I have to tidy up a little bit. That's what I was doing. That's my time, and it's my time to spend however I want.
Well, I just, it's maybe you could have like not done a few traffic violations and I don't know, helped with 9/11 in some capacity.
That was sort of during my chores time. I use time blocks.
Time blocks?
I use time blocks, and at a certain time of day, I'm busy. That's what I'm doing. And that's just so happened to happen during that time when I do my dishes. I tidy up the place, and I do it at human speed. I don't do it at Superman
Why don't you
speed.
do it at Superman speed?
Because I enjoy it. It's relaxing for me. It's sort of therapeutic in a way.
Well, it wasn't a very relaxing day for the rest of us.
I understand. We all suffered that day.
Well, how did you suffer that day? Sounds like you had a great day.
I have to live with it.
Live with it.
Survivor's guilt.
Couldn't you spin the Earth back around so that it didn't even happen?
You don't want to do that too many times. You sure you want me to use it on that
Well,
one?
why not?
Something bigger could come up where I got to spin the Earth back around.
What are you planning on missing next?
Nothing. I'm not planning on missing anything. No one plans to miss anything. Things happen.
Yeah, right. When people say things happen, they usually think like, oh, a meteor was headed towards Earth, so more people would have been... It's like an ethical conundrum, like, do I save 3,000 or do I save 3 million, It's something like that, not like, oh, should I mow my lawn or should I dust my drapes or whatever you were doing there?
If you have a specific time that you want to mow your lawn and you want to get it done, you have to stick to your schedule.
Pay someone to do it.
I have a very rigorous schedule. I'm not going to pay someone to do the things that I enjoy. That would take the joy out of it. Then I'd be paying somebody else to live my life.
Well, we're just glad that when you remember 9/11, you're going to remember that relaxing day. You're probably sitting there in a hammock with some lemonade, watching everything just go to hell.
Just because I happen to have a hammock in my place where I do those chores, and I happen to have been sitting in it, and lemonade happens to be my favorite drink.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that that's exactly what I'll think about when I think of that day.
You didn't say that horrible day.
That horrible day.
Yeah, we're like minutes away apart from the day. This just happened.
It was a tragic, horrible day.
Yes, that's right.
That will live on in infamy forever.
Yeah. And you did nothing to stop it.
Not that I did nothing to stop it. It's that I wasn't available at the time. I was busy.
Oh, I'm sure history will remember it that way. Superman was just chilling while 9/11 went down. Just decided to kick back, relax.
I don't get to watch Game of Thrones. I don't get to watch whatever, Lethal Weapon, the things, I don't get to do those things because I'm Superman and I'm out stopping Lex Luthor.
Right.
I'm out fighting Doomsday.
Right.
I'm out preventing Metropolis from being hit by a tsunami.
Exactly.
And so I'm entitled to a little bit of time to put my own place into order. I've just been reading a lot of books at the time about cleanliness around that time in 2001, and I was sort of trying to adjust my lifestyle. And part of that was using time blocks and setting out a specific time.
Couldn't have put a little time log into stop 9/11. Could have been thrown one of those in.
Didn't know it was going to happen. I wish they would tell me about these things. Sometimes I find out about Luthor's plans in advance, but usually not.
You got that super hearing. I heard that you're like up there hovering, listening on people's conversations.
Yeah, well, what, am I supposed to listen to everyone's conversation?
Yes, the 9/11 ones.
That's
You
impossible.
listen to the 9/11 ones. You probably listen to some pornography line or something.
It just turns into cacophony. Just some sounds. There's too many people talking, and about pointless things, too. You know? Their entertainments, or whatever, or their complaints, whatever it happens to be.
Right, or flying a bunch of planes into buildings on 9/11.
Well, that happened to be one of the things that happened.
Right,
yeah,
that was one
but
of the things, yeah. Kind of slipped by there, whoops. But
Maybe-
if Lois Lane would have been in the towers, she would have got saved.
this is why people shouldn't fly. Leave the flying to the superheroes. Maybe people should stop flying around on airplanes.
Maybe they should.
Maybe they should.
But that's nothing we can do about that.
Why not?
Because we need airplanes to get around.
Why?
So we can fly around. You didn't get to fly around.
Superman doesn't need an airplane.
That's right.
I just leap over them tall buildings in a single bound.
I
One bound.
understand, one bound.
As I get older,
Odd way to
sometimes
put it.
there's more bounds that are needed. But
Odd way to put it.
all right. Well, I'm glad that we could have this talk, that we could share this perspective.
We have a little shared perspective. We do not share a perspective.
Now, if you don't mind, I have to do my dishes.
Do your dishes.
The time is coming up. I have to clean them. Okay, so Superman will be unavailable for the next, say, half an hour.
That's okay. Maybe we'll call another Superman in.
Well, I'm just saying, should another 9/11 happen to occur during that time, Superman won't be around to stop it, just so everyone knows.
Well, you could have told us during this one, too.
See, isn't this worse that I announced it? Now everybody knows to attack when
Yeah.
I'm doing my chores.
Look, this is gross. You're trying to get us all killed.
I'm not trying to do it. I'm just saying I'm entitled to do some dishes.
Get a dishwasher.
It's not as satisfying as cleaning them by hand. Sir, you're going to have to remove your shoes. And I noticed that when you removed your shoes, you had shoes on inside of your shoes.
That's right, yes.
You're going to have to remove those shoes, sir. And if you have shoes inside of those shoes, you're going to have to remove those shoes. So please remove your shoes.
What if theoretically there was yet a third pair of shoes underneath the two pairs of shoes that you had previously mentioned?
Then you would have to remove those shoes in addition to any other shoes you may be wearing.
What I'm hearing is that you want my shoes to come off.
Yes.
Okay. I will take my shoes off now.
Excellent. Another pair of shoes under there.
Oh, is there? That's weird. I thought that was my feet.
Now, could
you
you
sure?
please remove those shoes? Because
I suppose.
for the purposes of the security search, you have to remove your shoes.
Okay, right. Hold on. My feet are underneath here. Okay.
Feet
There
are
we go. That should.
shaped a lot like shoes. Sir.
Yeah, that's how my feet look. Is all.
Don't look like feet. They look like more shoes. They have laces.
Oh.
Would you mind removing those?
Shoot, yeah, I guess the lace is giving away, huh? Okay. There we go. We're good. Now, can I come on through?
Not quite yet, sir. Could you remove your belt?
My belt.
Yes.
Right. That's no problem.
How do you have another belt underneath your belt?
My pants will stay up in case the first belt breaks.
Remove that belt, please, sir.
Of course.
Sir, 3 belts is excessive.
Is it?
It is.
Well, you're in for a whammy when I take this one off then.
Another belt?
Yeah.
Where are these? How are you?
Listen,
You're gonna have to take the belts off, sir. All of the belts.
my pants may fall down. There. All 4 are off. Else?
Yes. There is something else. I'm gonna have to ask you. Take off those shoes, sir.
What? These ones here?
Those ones there.
Fine. Thought you said that we were done with the shoes, so.
Thought we were.
Do you want me to just remove the next pair, or?
Yes, please.
Okay, fine. There. All my shoes. I've taken off so far. I can take off the next pair if you'd like now.
We cut to a news station. And so this terrorist group has been jamming up airport security.
With frivolous items like shoes and belts.
Completely frivolous, and they have crippled the transportation industry.
Yes. Their terrorist buddies were able to get on planes and fly them into buildings willy-nilly like they own the place.
So shoes are going to be banned from the airports.
Smart.
And belts.
I'd suggest that maybe pants will be next.
I think they will be. Pantsless airports? What do you think, viewer?
We sent our undercover reporter to the airport wearing 15 pairs of pants. I don't know. This one doesn't feel good.
No?
No, I'm not liking it. It's wrong. Just wrong. I mean, we're supposed to be the supervillains. Go out there like knocking full buildings to the ground? Like, what are we doing?
You're right. These are not even, they don't even have a brand.
Amateurs.
They are amateurs.
Coming out of nowhere, bam, they're dropping full buildings?
That's supposed to be our job.
What if we were taking out a full building?
It's been a while. Usually get caught after, that's why. It's one of those heat things, you know, brings a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Heat vision in particular, which I have had my ear tips burned off.
It's tough.
And it hurts. I don't like messing with Superman.
I don't either. Boss has got to start here robbing banks. For what?
Money.
Yeah, just straight money.
Meanwhile, these other people are bringing down buildings.
Yeah, this is not supervillain behavior. Bank robbers, that's what we are. We're bank robbers. We're not even supervillain henchmen.
There's an honor to that. It's like a trade.
Get a bank robber?
Yeah, a profession.
I just yearn for more, you know?
Right.
I yearn for more. I just wish there were more. I
More
wish there
banks or more robbing?
No, more bigger crimes, more outlandish crimes.
Like what? You want to take down a whole building?
I'd imagine it. You steal a whole plane. Who ever thought of stealing a damn plane? I never even stole a car before yet.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Steal a plane. Next thing you know, you're like, what am I going to do with this plane? Oh, we fly it into a building. That's what I'm doing.
That's kind of a waste of stealing a plane, because then you don't really get to enjoy the plane that you've stolen.
Blaze of glory.
Suppose. It's a blaze, for sure.
The ultimate criminal fantasy.
But those pilots, the ones in Pearl Harbor there,
Yeah.
the kamikazes,
Yeah.
that wasn't super villainy.
No, you're right. That wasn't as cool.
They were sinking ships. I guess
True.
they didn't bring down a building.
That's what I'm saying. Ships aren't as cool as a building.
Right.
What's our boss doing? He's sending riddles for Batman to solve?
Yes.
That's what our supervillain boss is doing?
Incredibly well written riddles.
I mean, they're great riddles. Do not get me wrong. I'm in love with the riddles.
With elaborate contraptions. The way those are installed and put together, that's done by a master.
I suppose. I don't really notice too much.
I noticed those
I don't think
details.
most notice.
No?
I think most are just like Batman's hitting them with one batarang. Psh, they're just gone.
They're just all about flash.
right to the riddle.
They like the flash, you know. Pomp.
Wonder if we can get on their team somehow.
Maybe. But I heard you have to submit writing samples to the Riddler, and he's really picky.
I'm not on the Riddler's team. Not the Riddler's team.
Whose?
The guys who did this 9/11 thing.
Oh, their team.
That's who we should be working for. We're here working for the Riddler?
Oh, okay. Mr. Freeze, you are denied entry into America.
Why?
Not because of any of the supervillain things that you've done, when you froze Gotham, or when you froze Chicago.
Still not 100% sure why freezing is a crime, but alright.
It's because you joined Al Qaeda,
Yeah?
and now you've come back.
Okay.
So you're on the do not enter list.
Really?
Yep, you signed up with that group there,
Yeah.
and now you're in big trouble.
I was just impressed with their work. You know, I thought collaborate, you know?
Well,
There's not enough of that with the supervillain community.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
all solo projects.
I can't let you back in now.
Sucks.
Yes.
That's something really spectacular planned.
You're gonna have to do it from wherever you came from.
Want to guess what it was?
Freezing something? Thought so.
It's freezing something.
I thought so. Quite frankly, your shtick's a bit predictable.
Is it?
All you do is freeze stuff.
Okay, how about this then? Okay.
You've never done anything cool like, taking down a whole building, like flying something
Well,
into
that's
it.
why I wanted to collaborate with these guys. They got some fresh ideas. Here's my plan, okay? I'll tell you my plan. I go to the White House itself. Yeah, I freeze it. What do you think? Not bad, right?
How do you get there? You take a bus?
Yeah, probably a bus. Gotta catch an Uber or something. I'm not sure. Are you going near DC anytime soon? Or
Oh yeah, I go there all the time.
could I maybe
I can't let you through.
can I catch a ride with you? Or
No.
No, you wouldn't.
Because that would involve you coming into the country,
Right on, right on.
which I can't let you do.
That sucks.
Yeah. I
What
guess.
If I came up with an even more spectacular plan than that, would you let me through just for the spectacle?
Because you joined your bedfellows there.
I just froze you.
That wouldn't be very nice. Guess you could probably just walk right past me. I'm just a guy at a booth.
Yeah, but then you'd send people, right?
People would be sent eventually, maybe even Batman, but also maybe the United States military.
I'm
And
less
that's
worried about
much,
that.
much more serious than Batman. They kill. Batman's got these rules. United States military will do you in, buddy.
Really?
They'll do you in.
Wow. I've never crossed the military.
Now, you don't want to.
I have crossed Batman hundreds of times, and I'm fine
Hundreds?
from that, so
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those.
yeah.
They're
I guess
very,
you're right.
very public events.
Oh, shoot, okay. Well,
But you've got the FBI on you now. You've got the CIA.
both.
Yep. Both of them.
Local police agencies?
Not that much.
Nothing local?
They just ignore crime.
Right. Right.
And
Okay.
the budgets for them have never been better. They're doing great. They're saving money on gasoline. They're saving money on paperwork.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I guess I could go freeze something in Canada. Is there any big profile buildings there I could freeze? Or do whatever I'm going to do to them.
No, you're going to freeze them.
Well,
Let's be
yeah,
honest.
probably I'll freeze them. Probably
Yeah.
I'll freeze them.
Yeah, there is a really cool building there in Canada.
Really?
Yes. It's the gradio.ca tower.
Oh, it's the tower.
It's a tower.
Wow.
Yeah.
How high does it stretch into the sky?
Higher than anything else in Canada. Higher than
Really?
the peaks of every mountain.
The peaks of every mountain?
Yep. Well, the Canadian ones
Oh,
anyway.
okay, in the country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Oh,
not
right.
Everest or like Kilimanjaro,
Okay, so
but
with the mega mountains beat it out. But still, that's pretty good.
it's pretty good.
Okay, I'll freeze that. I'll freeze that.
Of course you would.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to do something to it.
Well, Canada's wide open. You can go in there.
Okay, well, I'm going in there.
All right, good luck. It'll suit you because it's a tundra.
What?
It's cold there.
What?
So things are cold a lot of the time already. They're
So hold
already-
on. So the building may already be frozen when I arrive?
Oh, most definitely it will be.
So what am I supposed to do to it then?
No, freeze it more.
Just the freezing it once it's frozen, it's frozen.
Oh, is that how frozen works?
Yeah.
You could wait for like the 3 or 4 months of summer they get.
Hot enough to freeze something?
It gets really hot. Things melt at that heat.
Really?
For a little while, it's like plus 30, 35, something like that.
Okay, so I could do some freezing then.
Well, you'd be hard pressed because the sun is, beating down.
Well, still, I could freeze it for a little bit. Show my power that way. It's like it was frozen half an hour ago. If you would have came by half an hour ago, it would have been frozen.
Probably.
Let's say when they come.
We cut to Canada. And Mr. Freeze
Yeah.
has become the Prime Minister. Congratulations, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you.
You govern this country now.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really expect this. I gotta say.
All yours.
Guess I'll have to enact my campaign promises.
Yep.
Now.
That'd be a good time.
Yeah.
You've frozen all your cabinet,
Yeah. I did promise to do that.
and you froze the deficit, which people didn't. It's kind of a
I know.
numbers thing, but you had a ray for it.
Yeah. I had a ray. People like rays.
That's good. Yep.
Guess, I'm not really sure what to do next. I usually just would freeze the building and kind of be on my way.
Building's already frozen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the tough part, right? Could get something to unthaw the building so I could refreeze it.
Hey, that would create jobs.
Right, create jobs.
Great.
Spend some money of this budget we gotta spend.
Right.
Fast
Kind of
food, some
off-brand
sandwiches.
for Mr. Freeze, though.
Yeah. Well, can we contract that out to another supervillain? Do we got
Fire guy?
any fire-based supervillains we can call in?
There's lots of arsonists in Canada.
No, that's not really the same thing. Looking for more of a supervillain class, you know, like someone like me.
Well, you have a lot of henchmen here.
Yeah.
A lot of henchmen.
Yeah, well, you gotta keep up the henchmen.
We don't have a lot of supervillains. What supervillains we do have, we tend to export to America.
Oh,
That's where they tend to go.
that's stupid.
Well, it's a brain drain. Our most devious evil geniuses tend to gravitate there.
Right. I guess there's more evil to do in America than there is in Canada.
Yes, there's more opportunity, certainly.
Right. Huh.
You can't do a lot of evil when everything's frozen.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It makes it tough.
Yeah. That's why Joker's in New York, Riddler, San Francisco.
Sure.
Nice. New York gets a bit of winter, but that's kind of, you know.
Guess there's nothing left for me to do. Maybe I'll just hang it up. Call me Mr. from now on. I'm not Mr. Freeze anymore.
Wow.
No, I don't even know what to do. Maybe I'll resign as Prime Minister.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's go back to regular life.
Huh.
How about that?
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, right?
Cut back to the newsroom. So Canada's a leaderless nation now.
Yeah.
It's totally abdicated the leadership.
Yeah. America is set to invade basically any minute.
That's what happens when you create a total vacuum.
I agree. They created their own power vacuum. It's kind of their own fault.
It really is.
Well, friends, you were able to watch a bunch of comedy. Hopefully that made you laugh. Hopefully it made you cry. Hopefully it made you feel a little hungry.
Yeah.
So, have a good day.
And we'll see you next time. Please subscribe and enjoy more comedy.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.